Here comes 5 feet of fury.
And she's got backup.
One thing you have to admire about Alexa Bliss, she's never far from the top in this business. Even when she's been away from WWE, she jumped right back into the title hunt upon her return. That takes serious talent.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss is someone you could call scary good.
Emphasis on scary, Cole.
Here she comes. Here comes Mommy. Oh, yes. Once again, we're about to see why Mommy's always on top.
In a very short time, Rhea Ripley is developing a Hall of Fame career. The first woman to ever win the Royal Rumble from position number 1.
And Rhea Ripley is not slowing down anytime soon.
Ready or not, Rhea Ripley is coming for her competition tonight. I'll stand up now, center of the ring. Gotta wonder what's gonna happen here. You can feel the tension.
Well, it's offered up. Are we going to see a sign of sportsmanship? Yes, we are. Now let's get the bell rung, and we can throw sportsmanship out of the window.
Mutual respect between the competitors.
Yeah, but Cole, that doesn't mean they plan on holding back.
Well, it's true sportsmanship. This match is underway, and I have to commend them for that display of a quick finish. Can she do it? And the shoulders up.
She's really looking for the early victory, but she didn't find it.
Oof!
Oh, great wherewithal there. Mounting. And hammering away. Just going all out with every blow. Tossing them aside.
It wasn't the height or distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed.
Return fire from Alexa.
Devastating elbow strike.
She countered that into her own offense.
Locks up. Bam!
Up to the rope. Oh. Tornado DDT. And Alexa's attack gets intercepted. Moving into the ring. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Full Nelson slam. And Bliss may be thinking of mind games there when she should have focused on physical offense.
An eruption of offense from Ripley.
And a series of vicious stomps. Putting the boots to an opponent will take the fight out of them in a hurry. Oh, brutal.
A reversal. Well scouted. Oh, look at this. Showing off with a big flex. And then a kick to the back. Able to counter with a takedown.
Arm drag blocked there and rolls through into a pin attempt.
And she's not done yet.
She's still in this one.
Uh-oh. Look out. Ah, backbreaker. And will the strain that it took to deliver that backbreaker be worth it?
And Alexa,
She could end it here. She kicks out with authority after 2.
She needs to watch out. That got dicey there, man.
nice arm drag.
Rhea quickly moves.
Here we go.
Sister Abigail.
Did Bliss end it there?
2. On a kick out. She's not done yet.
Rhea might be running on instinct now, but even a wounded Rhea Bloody Ripley is still a dangerous Rhea Ripley.
And with that, Alexa is now perplexed, now wondering, what will it take? Big impact off the leg drop.
Face buster.
And Bliss got dealt a pretty significant blow that time.
Ripley delivered that move with every ounce of spite in her body.
Look at this. Stop after stop after stop.
Little psychological warfare at play here from the Nightmare.
Boy, she...
Blocked the arm drag, rolled right into a pinning combination. And she wins! Let's take another look at what made that matchup so memorable. What an effort tonight, and you have to admire the early show of sportsmanship.
Carry yourself like a winner, like a true competitor, and so it shall be.
The role model is here, man. Not totally sure what version of Bailey we're getting tonight, but I know this. Bailey's gonna handle her business.
From super fan to superstar, Bailey has never had an easy path in this business and has worked hard for every single accolade she's earned. And believe me, that is a long list of accolades.
The first ever WWE Women's Triple Crown and Grand Slam champion. Bayley's done it all in WWE. NXT Women's Champ, inaugural Women's Tag Champ, Women's Money in the Bank winner, Women's Royal Rumble winner, and multiple world titles.
Not to mention a true workhorse in the ring and a locker room leader. And yet, Bayley still deserves much more recognition for her contributions to WWE and this sport as a whole.
J.C. Jane, a superstar with a rock star attitude.
JC is definitely unafraid to take the respect she so rightly deserves by force.
She's entitled for sure. But we can't deny there's a reason J.C. Jane continues to come out on top. And I don't just mean the underhanded attacks and rule breaking.
She's been able to channel all that attitude she has in spades and turn it into fuel. It allows her to prove everyone wrong when the lights are at their brightest, like when she won the NXT Women's Championship.
Already so accomplished, I can't wait to see what J.C. does next.
Well, you won't have to wait much longer, Cole.
The Juggernaut is here.
Jordan Grace appears to be carved out of marble, a true specimen.
And her muscles aren't just for show. On top of power, Grace hits as hard as anyone in WWE.
Yeah, Jordan's the complete package in the ring, and she's proven herself capable of being the top dog.
Here we go with triple threat rules in effect for this one, folks. In this one, we have Bayley, J.C. Jane, and Jordan Grace.
It's always interesting to see how superstars respond to being in a triple threat match. Who will embrace the havoc? Who will push themselves to new levels of intensity? Or who might get completely overwhelmed and find themselves struggling to survive?
Boom! Backdrop suplex!
What a high angle right across the shoulders.
Did you hear that impact?
Snapmare takeover.
Kick right to the spine.
Goal! Taken head over heels.
Rammed with the tackle.
A stipulation like this clearly has to favor the more vicious superstar.
That's true, but you can't always predict who that is going to be. No DQ has a way of bringing out the bloodthirsty rage inside even the most well-mannered superstars.
All tangled up.
Oh, and a package cover here. And she just broken up that pin.
Clothesline. Oh, man, laying it in there.
Coming back from the outside now.
Going after the arm in a big way.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
She went for the icon of extreme, the kendo stick.
She fights back with the counter. Bayley combats out of that.
Bam! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
She might, yes.
She's going in for the pin.
Gets the shoulder up at one.
Cracks in the armor are appearing now. The match taking some toll.
And a well-timed counter.
And down with the suplex.
Big time power slam.
Overcoming the size differential in stunning fashion. Now down into the cover. Stops the count, keeping this match alive. Chop block.
Brilliant.
Right to the back of the knee. You have to admit, that was a smart bit of offense, cutting their opponent down to size like that.
And a running knee, that may do it.
Hooks the arms, transitioning through to a backslide.
Fast thinking there.
Uh-oh, this is going to be nasty. There's the power into the...
Driven down with a jackhammer.
Bailey looking a little worse for wear after taking that hit.
This deep into a triple threat, you're lucky if you're still standing.
Sliding in under the rope. She's back in the ring. Muscle Buster!
What's Jordan about to manufacture?
Oh, did you hear that thud?
Is that enough to take out Jane?
2 count. And Jordan picks up the win here. The WWE Universe showing appreciation as all 3 competitors after an amazing triple threat match.
Yeah, it may sound cliche, but you have to keep your head on a swivel in a match like this. And our winner did just that.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the phenomenal one.
A man who exceeded all expectations in WWE and is now a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Explosive, fluid, and crisp in the ring, AJ Styles always puts on an epic performance in the ring.
The WWE Universe already reaching a fever pitch upon their arrival, and we are just seconds away from a highly anticipated match.
You got to raise your game. Styles operates on a different level. He has to understand that.
You can say that again, Cole. AJ Styles truly breathes that rarefied air of sports entertainment.
And it's Gunther here, set for competition.
Everything, and I mean everything about Gunther is razor sharp in the ring. His military style tactics, his hard-edged chops, even his hair. Gunther is about efficiency. This man just wants to take you down as quickly as possible.
It's true. Once Gunther decides on a plan of attack, he sticks to it, and his commitment to getting the win is always unwavering.
And then there's the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Drop AJ Styles into any match on any continent, and he's a threat to win.
He goes for the quick pin attempt. And he doesn't stay down for long.
Yeah, this early?
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. Able to reach the ropes and break the hold.
Styles just unloading on his opponent. Ooh, phenomenal blitz.
Forced into the corner and needs to stay on the defensive.
What Styles? Uh-oh. Great response to AJ there.
Back and forth, looking for the advantage here.
Boom, dropped on the crown. And Gunther got taken to task right there.
There's some of that world-traveled savvy from Styles.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count.
Boom! Swift kick finds its mark. Sent flying hard into those steel steps. And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
The tried and true method to taking anyone down.
He needs to get in the ring before the count runs out.
Slides under the ropes, back into the ring.
Taken down by the neck.
Gunther falling victim to a surge of attacks here.
Yeah, somehow Gunther has to turn the tide.
Boom! Big boot. Oh, hip drop to the gut. He's able to counter that. Counters. And what's this manager looking for under the ring? He has no business down there.
And this is just unmatched brutality.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment.
Attacking the body.
Knife edge chop. AJ capitalizes on that misstep.
What a striking combination.
It's just a phenomenal blitz there. Got to act fast to beat the count.
The seconds are ticking away.
An elbow will break that up. Getting back into the ring now.
Gunther looking dominant.
Pin attempt on AJ. Major win! That'll change his career tonight! AJ Styles dropping the ball tonight.
You can tell AJ poured everything out in the ring, but tonight it just was not enough.
Here comes one half of the Motor City Machine Guns.
Alex Shelley is ready to go.
You got to be impressed by a guy like Alex Shelley, someone who has worked so hard to innovate inside the ring.
Oh, yeah, Alex Shelley is very much a wrestler's wrestler. Shelley is a student of the game who leverages everything he's learned whenever he's between the ropes.
Joe Gacy, once a charismatic leader, now another piece of this twisted wide six puzzle.
At one point, he had something of a cult leader charm, but it's seemingly gone.
Well, it's hard to be charming from behind a pig mask, but he's still that same vicious competitor deep down.
Oh man, Gacy's got that creepy look in his.
Standoff now, center of the ring. A lot of emotion spilling over here.
You can cut the tension with a knife, but a handshake offered and a handshake accepted. Looks like we're going to have ourselves a sporting contest.
Mutual respect between the competitors.
Yeah, but Cole, that doesn't mean they plan on holding back.
Well, it's true sportsmanship. There's the battle. We've already seen the respect these superstars share for each other.
Yeah, but that can always backfire. You can't always expect the same mutual respect from everyone you meet.
You're not totally off base there, Corey. Oh, my God, to the spine.
That'll make your legs go numb.
But look, guys, Shelley has decided to go for a submission hold.
And look at how tight a grip this hold has.
Joe Gacy in a compromised position, unless, yes, submission gets broken. Using the arm like a billy club.
Forearm after forearm after forearm. Clubbing away with forearm after forearm. Look at these cross faces.
Oh!
Elbow drop.
Wrestling 101. If you can't stand, you can't fight. Oof, going after that leg. Being stalked, being measured, and clueless to it all.
That didn't go as Joe pictured.
Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them.
This is a situation you want to avoid.
Can't prepare your face for that.
Foot to the midsection. And Shelley just got torn down there.
Yeah, and Joe Gacy had him well measured.
Running knee. The shoulders are down. And he gets his shoulder up before the count.
That was not even close to keeping him down. Ah, what a neck breaker.
Drop zones ready.
From way up, denied via a wicked punch to the stomach.
Ooh, face first into the post. He's stuck now. Gut-wrench power bomb.
No muss, no fuss on that delivery. Someone clearly doesn't want this match to go on much longer than it has to. And a series of vicious stomps.
An impressive sequence from Joe.
Yeah, Joe is really remaining the aggressor here.
Indy counters. And Shelley is finally able to mount some resistance with that.
But Shelley has to do more to get this fully in his favor.
And he slides him back to the mat.
He climbs back into the ring just in time.
Gacy taking him by surprise. Guys, we could be looking at the start of one of the all-time great sports entertainment rivalries.
Way to put the cart before the horse, Cole. Sure, there's potential here. There always is. But they're not exactly having to be ripped apart from each other yet.
And just planting them with that DDT there. The wear and tear of this match is clearly...
Looking to trap both arms into the rings of Saturn submission. Oh, what a crossface.
That's hooked in deep. Is he going to tap here?
I don't know how long he can hold on. This looks absolutely agonizing.
Trapped and nowhere to go, trying to muscle out of this. Look at the heart, the determination.
Kick gets caught.
Bam! Right on top of the dome.
And Shelley is failing to offer any resistance here.
Shelley has to create an opportunity to retaliate.
Head control applied from the middle ropes, tornado DDT.
Smash! Right on the money.
He's zoning in, has something big in store. Very unique takedown from behind, transitioning smoothly, rings of Saturn applied.
Focusing all their strength on the shoulder here.
Yeah, gonna be pretty hard to generate any power after this.
Counter, and just like that, he manages to break the hold.
Clubbing blow.
Really continuing to take a beating in this match.
Yeah, he's absolutely in danger of losing it all here. Trapping both arms, rings of Saturn applied.
And tapping out. Doesn't want to fight this pain anymore.
We got our money's worth with that one. Take a look. And handshakes and sportsmanship are morally good things, but don't go far towards getting a win.
Sometimes being the nice one doesn't pay off. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, come on, Corey. Being nice isn't about the payoff. The Storm is here. She's lived up to all her hype. Here is Jade Cargill.
Talking about being built like a superstar. I'm talking roping, stomping, grave digging, destruction, man. One of the fastest rising stars in WWE's history, man. Give it up. Stand up. Stand up.
I'm standing, Book. I'm standing for the two-time champion.
An athletic marvel about to impress once again.
And right here, right now, is Jade's time to shine. The fearless Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella has dominated the women's division, the reality TV world, the podcast game.
Well, she succeeds at whatever she puts her mind to.
Hard work and determination personified.
She is a heavy hitter, a powerhouse, and a cunning strategist.
Worked hard to become the best, to become a top competitor in the women's division.
That is what it's all about. What every woman claws and scratches for. The Women's World Championship.
And we're beginning with Jade Cargill here.
The statuesque Jade Cargill is on such a high level in the ring. Don't think there's anyone that works as hard as Jade does to perfect everything about her game.
It's always that constant demand for perfection that made Jade one of the top stars in the world. It's a high bar that she set for herself, but she doesn't seem to have any trouble reaching it.
But on the flip side is the powerhouse herself, Nikki Bella. Over a lengthy and highly decorated career, Nikki proved over and
Cover for the championship. We got a new champion.
Unbelievable!
We have a new champion etching their name in the history books forever.
Like I always say, this business is about checks and championships. Stand up for the new champ.